This is Plant-Based Briefing, 50 Brain Health Facts from Season 1 of the Your Brain On podcast, Part 2, by Drs. Dean and Ayesha Sherzai at thebraindocs.com. And I'm Marian Erickson, host of this curated content plant-based podcast, where I narrate articles on plant-based and vegan living with permission in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. Today's episode is longer than that, so it's a two-parter. I read Part 1 yesterday, and today I'm reading Part 2. So now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. 50 Brain Health Facts from Season 1 of the Your Brain On podcast by Drs. Dean and Ayesha Sherzai at thebraindocs.com. Brain Health Facts and ADHD. 26. The DSM, the authoritative handbook for diagnosing mental disorders, didn't mention any form of ADHD until 1968, when it was called hyperkinetic reaction of childhood. 27. The current edition of ADHD lists 3 subtypes of ADHD: impulsive, restlessness, impulsivity, and difficulty sitting still; inattentive, easily distracted, forgetfulness, and disorganization; and a combination of both. 28. Research suggests potential links between ADHD and structural anomalies in the corpus callosum, the main bridge between the brain's left and right hemispheres, which may contribute to impulsivity and inattention. 29. Symptoms of ADHD can overlap with those of other mental health disorders, like anxiety, leading to difficulties in diagnosis and understanding. For example, procrastination may manifest differently in individuals with ADHD compared to those without the disorder. 30. Overdiagnosis and underdiagnosis of ADHD are prevalent, influenced by expanding diagnostic criteria and misinformation, particularly on social media. Don't solely rely on social media for your health information. Brain health facts and being a woman. 31. Historically, dismissive diagnoses like hysteria have overshadowed women's health concerns, including renowned figures like Virginia Woolf and Frida Kahlo. 32. The physical, structural differences between female and male brains are so negligible, some experts refer to the brain as monomorphic across the sexes. 33. Women are disproportionately affected by Alzheimer's disease, with factors like postmenopausal hormonal changes, genetic variations, and longer lifespans contributing to higher prevalence rates. 34. Despite advancements, neuroscience still exhibits a significant male bias with a lack of sex-inclusive research and quantification of sample sizes. 35. Studies on hormone replacement therapy's impact on Alzheimer's disease prevention have yielded conflicting results. We need more comprehensive research in this area. Brain health facts and Alzheimer's. 36. Direct costs associated with Alzheimer's disease, the fastest growing epidemic in developed nations, exceed $350 billion annually, while indirect expenses surpass $340 billion. This could soar to over $1.1 trillion by 2050. 37. Alzheimer's, the most common form of dementia, physically shrinks the brain, causing brain cells to die and resulting in memory decline, reduced capacity for thought and focus, difficulties with behavior and social situations, and eventually death. 38. Approximately 45% of people with an Alzheimer's diagnosis aren't informed of it by their physician, often due to the misconception that there's no cure and to spare the family's feelings. Good communication is essential. 39. Caregiving for Alzheimer's patients disproportionately falls on women, who make up 2/3 of caregivers and of those suffering from Alzheimer's. We desperately need better support systems and research focusing on how Alzheimer's affects women. 40. Amyloid plaques and tau tangles inside neurons are core hallmarks of Alzheimer's. New treatments target these plaques and tangles, aiming to restore cognitive function. Lifestyle factors, particularly diet, are also key in mitigating the effects of these abnormalities, with diets rich in omega-3 fatty acids often recommended. Brain health facts and cardio. 41. Cardio workouts boost serotonin levels, the feel-good neurotransmitter, which can alleviate stress and enhance mood regulation. 42. Regular aerobic exercise triggers the release of VEGF, stimulating the growth of new blood vessels in the brain and improving blood flow and oxygen delivery. 43. One of the absolute best forms of exercise? Dance. It's both mentally and physically stimulating and social and free and can be done anywhere with no equipment. 44. Over time, regular exercise helps the body adapt to stress by reducing cortisol levels, which in turn strengthens the immune system and protects against diseases. 45. High-intensity cardio sessions induce the release of endocannabinoids and human growth hormone HGH, contributing to a runner's high sensation. Brain health facts about presidential aging and memory. 46. Benjamin Franklin was aged 81 when he made significant contributions to the United States Constitution. He's a prime example of wisdom and productivity in old age. 47. Modern neuroscience distinguishes between normal forgetting and significant memory loss, offering insights into the aging process and memory function. 48. Physical appearance and speech patterns are poor indicators of cognitive abilities. Individuals with memory disorders may appear articulate despite cognitive decline. 49. Many stories, particularly those of marginalized groups, are often overlooked in collective or social memory, highlighting the importance of preserving diverse perspectives to understand our shared history fully. And last but not least, 50. Understanding memory processes can provide valuable insights into political discourse and decision-making, particularly in times of heightened societal tension. You just listened to 50 Brain Health Facts from Season 1 of the Your Brain On podcast, Part 2 by Drs. Dean and Ayesha Sherzai at thebraindocs.com. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson. And if you're interested, share this episode with anyone who might benefit, and thanks for listening.